That time at 1 o'clock, he played loud music and he didn't remember you were in your room. And we also know that you never want to use the main TV to watch because you don't want to disturb us. So we thought we'd get you a little something.
God.
You can watch Netflix.
This is all for me. Oh
All for you.
All for you. And a nice little case.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe. Oh my God. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know what I will do.
Team hug.
Team hug. Come here.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, as some of you guys know, I bought a Rolls-Royce Phantom a few months ago. I revealed it on my main channel and you guys have seen it in vlogs and stuff like that. But Alex reminded me earlier today that I've never actually shown you guys inside, like properly shown you what an $800,000 car costs. So this is what a brand spanking new 2023 Rolls-Royce Phantom looks like. So obviously when you go to open it up, you get the Spirit of Ecstasy that comes out. Actually, a lot of the outside of the car, I went ahead and did PPF over. As you can see, the Range Rover is two-tone. The Phantom is two-tone. The that I just bought as a gift is not two-tone, but it follows the same spec. And the Range Rover I bought my mom in London is two-tone. And next month I'm buying a super / maybe even a hypercar, and that will be same color scheme. So other thing you'll probably notice about the car is 70% tints. Anywhere except for Dubai, this will be super illegal. In fact, in Dubai, it's also illegal. You can't have any tints on the front. But I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's a, what's a 2000 dirham? It's $500? $650? It's like a $650 fine, and we get it maybe once a month. So having 70% tints on these two cars does cost me a decent amount of money per year, but I'm not gonna lie, I just look how sick that, I mean, look at it. You can have 70% tints on the side, or I think 50%, but to have 70% on the front, it's just gangster.
They struggle to see the two-tone on the Rolls.
Yeah, it's tough to see. I think if you come here, you can see the line. So you can see it's like a dark gray and a black. The tint actually kind of almost blends into the black. If you come to the back side here, you can see it here, right? In some light, it's more obvious than others, but that's the best part because it's so subtle. When someone notices it, they're like, holy shit, that's...
Yeah, you can see it.
This looks gangster, huh? At night, this car just comes to life. Like, for me, there is no other car on earth, and I genuinely mean this, that has this presence on the road. This is a chauffeur car, so when I personally see someone in a Phantom being driven in the back of a Phantom, I just think it just really is the most special car in the road. Nothing comes close to this front grille. When you pull up in this car to a meeting, to an event, to a restaurant, it's just, people just know. So one thing that's nice about this car, when I'm driven around in it, you know, chauffeur doesn't need to press in or anything like that. They just tap there, and boom, it automatically shuts, and then you can also control that from the inside as well. So one other thing that is not useful, I don't think that I've never even used it.
You just press it in hard.
There we go. You see, I never even used it. As far as I know, I've seen in other videos, I think these are 10 grand to replace. So yeah, I am not gonna pop this open, but yeah, it's an umbrella. So obviously when you're driven, when you come out the back, let's say you happen to be going to a meeting, it's raining, your chauffeur will pop this open. Luckily in Dubai, we don't have that issue. It's currently summer. I just got back from London and I think I'm about to have sweat stains soon because it's 40 degrees out. So let's see, once you come in, the steering wheel is beautiful. The one thing you'll notice, well, I guess you can't really tell, the carpets are super plush. Obviously, listen, if you're driving it, you're wearing shoes, but when I'm in the back, I've got sandals on, or I've just come from tennis, for example, I just take my shoes off. And it's plush, bro.
It's
comfy,
so nice.
Comfy. Listen, it's a Rolls Royce, so everything's about simplicity. Everything feels high quality. Even the way that this slides in and out to control basically how much airflow comes out. The volume knob. I feel like we do so much ASMR. This car has CarPlay, which funnily enough, a lot of Phantoms don't. So for me, CarPlay is absolutely mandatory. One thing that I will say really annoys me about this car, is there's no USB-C.
I think there's a USB in here. Yeah.
There's one USB in there, which is like, bro, it's 2023. For me, a bit of a L. You know, in the Range Rover, I've got like 15 different plugs. And it would just be nice to have like a regular USB and at least one USB-C, something like that. I think honestly, probably I'll show you guys in the back because that's really where all the fun stuff happens, to be honest. All right, so you get in the back and most of the time your chauffeur will just close your door for you. But let's say for some reason you're opening your own door in the back of a Phantom, you press that and boom, closed. But as I said, this car really comes to light at night. Obviously you've got the stars in the roof, and in fact in my car I even have these shooting stars, which I think was a cool extra add. That's what it looks like at night. With this button right here, you can actually control if you want more light to have more visibility with the person next to you, or let's say you you know, let's say you want to have a little fun back here, whatever that means to you, you know, you can drop the starlights down low, or you can even turn them off. I don't think turning it off is fun, I think. Obviously, as I said, 70% tints all throughout the car. The leg space back here is amazing, but even better is with this button right here on the side, I can control the front seat. So most of the time, to be honest, there's no one ever really in the front, or very rarely, it's only ever Alex. So yeah, you just push that right up to the front and boom, like look how much leg space I have. So for me, the fact that I've got plenty of leg space, a lot of times, you know, I'm sat back here, cross my legs.
You always cross your legs.
Yeah, I always cross my legs. And it's just, it's plush.
It's nice.
It's comfortable. Here you've got the knob for how, you know, hot or cold you want it. It's cool, you know, there's no temperature dials. It's all old school stuff, which I love. Now you can also control a lot of this stuff with, if we pop this open, that right there. So this is the left side, this is the right side. We'll pop that open as such. And now you've got a little infotainment system. You can put really whatever you want on here. But as I said, you can control a lot of different things. So if you come here, seat comfort, seat massage. So you can see right here, you can choose from a bunch of different massages and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest, it's not as nice as a Range Rover. I think Range Rover have the nicest massage seats actually. And it's not as nice as a Maybach, but right, does the trick. Apart from that, to be honest, I don't really use this infotainment much. As I said, I've got CarPlay. One thing I really appreciate about this car is, let's say you're listening to some music. Now let's say, oh, you're having a chat with your friend, blah, blah, cool. Now you're not chatting with your friend anymore. Fuck this. I want some alone time.
Brown and back, 100 meters. I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
So that's one thing I really appreciate. Obviously, when a car is basically designed for chauffeuring, they can think about things like this. In my other cars, you can either only do it on Bluetooth. On CarPlay, it makes it a little bit more difficult. The Range Rover isn't bad. There's a 13-inch tablet on both sides, so I can control on the back of there. But still, you have to like touch the screen, go plus, blah, blah. Like, this is just so easy, just so convenient. So I'll show you guys some things that aren't that nice about this. As I said, look, if you look here, you've got your HDMI, so that can control this, but you just have a USB cable, like an old school one, which, yeah, I don't know, I just think it's a bit unfortunate. I just think like a couple more cables would have been appreciated. Then you got a little bit of storage here. Just got some gum, a wire, not much else interesting. Got these massive dustbins around the side here, and I actually keep my cologne. So Clive Christian.
Good to know.
By the way, I actually have a lot of local Arab friends, and I was with one of my friends the other day, and in his Range Rover, he kept his oud in the fridge. So that's what I'm gonna start doing, because we don't use the fridge for anything. So right here, you've got your champagne fridge. You open it as such. As you can see, we have nothing in here, because I personally think drinking in the back of a car is stupid. That's just me. But yeah, from now on, my cologne is gonna stay in here. Now, let's say you're drinking your champagne. Ooh, la 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 la, cool, cool. I'm rich. Oh, car move. Really? I paid 800 grand for this shit? For a car that's so well thought out. For a car of this stature, I just would have thought that maybe they would have thought about that. Or maybe just make the glasses bigger. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be very honest with you. This car, for me personally, when you get in a Maybach, it's far more impressive. The ambient lighting, everything. It's just like, the Maybach is so much nicer seeming on the interior side of things, but what you get with a Rolls Royce is a feeling that you're not gonna get in any other car. How quiet it is in here, how peaceful it is in here, how relaxed you feel when you get to your destination. At the end of the day, in my opinion, Rolls Royce has to be the nicest car on earth. There's no car on earth that gives you this feeling. Sitting in the back here, comfortable, my 70% tints, I sit on my phone and I do work, I take calls, I go for a Sunday lunch with my mother, we chat, I arrive at the destination, comfortable, relaxed. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is what a nearly $1 million Phantom looks like. And by the way, before anyone tries to correct me and say, oh, it's a $650,000, $700,000 car, yes, but I live in Dubai. And in Dubai, every car costs like 20 to 35% more expensive. Yeah, cars in Dubai are spenny. So yeah, as I said, this is what a nearly $1 million Phantom is like, and unfortunately the only way you'll truly understand how special this car is to sit in it and experience it. And just like me 10 years ago, who started his business to support me and my mom, who was a single mom, I promise you, if you put in the work, this is possible. If you don't believe me, go to my YouTube channel. I was uploading since 2015 as a scared little kid, no father, trying to navigate this difficult world. Listen, it took time, it took hard work, it took the grace of God, but eventually I got there. So not only do I wish, but I know that the same will happen for you too. So I'll see you guys in the next video.